Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back to the MvFF Swansea video roundup for this week. Week 4 of Season 4. What a monumental week it was. You boys have shifted a metric ton of weight. 1,000 kilos gone. 1,000 kilos between the 89 guys in this league and, I don't know, maybe about 150 guys in total that we've seen come through our doors in the last year that we've helped. Gone. 1,000 kilos that used to exist amongst you all just isn't there anymore. A metric ton, the weight of a family car just gone. It's unbelievable. I cannot begin to explain just how much weight that is, and just what a monumental achievement it is. I can't find the words. I'm just proud. I feel so much pride and happiness and love for you all. You're all legends. You're all heroes to me. We started this with a ragtag bunch of guys, less than 20 of us, on the top pitch of pure football a year ago. Everyone was strangers. No one knew what MvFF was. No one knew what the concept was. No one understood how it works. All of the guys, August last year, signed up on a whim. Signed up. They saw it advertised and they thought, what have I got to lose? It's the cost of the gym. I'm already attending anyway, so I'm going to go for it. They didn't know what to expect. I had so many puzzled, quizzical looks at what the hell is this? What's this guy on about? A year on, a metric ton of weight gone. Just so happy to have been able to announce that. It's unbelievable. What an achievement. Green's phenomenal attendance this week. Well done, guys. You've had a couple of dodgy weeks just in terms of people having commitments and holidays and whatnot. All of you showed up. Fantastic. White's biggest team loss. Orange are great with tracking, led by Super Kev Coulson, our percentage leader for the season. A couple of teams doing really well in the Rumble as well. Look at the difference in the pitch and the scales goals, the disparity there. That's one of the highest differences that we've seen in a long time. What are you talking? 3.5 times as many goals scored on the scales. The football is an element of MvFF football. It's one of the reasons you guys come. It's the thing that draws you in. I certainly signed up for it because I saw the football side of things myself years ago before I realised just how much of difference it also makes to your weight and your mental health. It's fun. It's a bit of exercise. But it's not the be-all and end-all. You look at that, you've got 3.5 times as many goals scored off pitch. Those 6.9 days in your week are so much more vital and important to you and your team than 28 minutes of football on Tuesday night. It's unbelievable. We're getting close to like 100 goals scored on the scales. Just brilliant. Well done, guys. Hats off to all of you. White's brilliant this week, 9.5. Orange is closely behind. Purple's had a good week. Yellow's had a good week. We lost 144 kilos as a club. That, in 4 weeks, is half of what we lost last season in 14 weeks. Phenomenal pace. Joel Barder, amazing loser, biggest loser of the week, top man. Has learnt a lot already since being with us. Had a bit of a disappointment himself personally. Didn't feel like he did as well as he should have done a couple of weeks ago. Took that on board, learnt from it, turned it into a positive. Has lost for the last 2 weeks and is the biggest loser of the week this week. Fantastic. Well done, Joel. Kyle Lewis, 2.6 kilos, hitting his 10% there in the 10% club. Craig Speakman should be speaking more about himself. Quietly achieving one of, if not the best journeys that we've got going on so far this season. Just losing so much weight consistently. Well done to that man. Chris Shaw, what more can you say about the man? What more can you say? Media superstar by day, weight loss king by night. 2.2 kilos gone again. He's very close to 30%, and he will be the first man in MvFF Swansea history, beg your pardon, to ever hit that marker. No one's got 30% before. Chris Shaw's close, and he looks like he's going to be the first man. And what better guy is there to be the trendsetter and the inaugural 30% loser in our league? Nathan Alagosta, fantastic start to your season. Well done, mate. You can see there Kyle in the 10% club. That will come into play when you see the results later on, just how important that was. Max, brilliant. Well done to you, mate. Huge loss and very richly deserved milestone. Dangerous Brian Hyatt. Love Brian. He would walk 500 miles. Proclaimer Brian. 15%. One of the most beloved and well-liked members of our league. Said with all the affection it deserves. You're a hero. You're an icon in our league, Bri. Absolute delight to see you hit that 15%. Chizzy, 15%, but also, sorry, beg your pardon, Mark Hallett, over from last year over Christmas into the start of this year, set a club record of having lost for 23 sessions in a row. Craig Chizzy last night came in, weighed in, lost, hit his 50% and made it 24 weeks. He broke the record. He is the current record holder. He's still going. Could he go to 25? Could he get to 30? Could we have a guy who hits 30 sessions in a row losing weight? Unbelievable achievement, Chizzy. Does it all with a smile on his face and a sort of, yeah, I'm just happy to be losing kind of relaxed attitude, which is the perfect approach. He is, in my eyes, one of the poster boys of our league, and rightly so. Phenomenal achievement. And then you got Kev Coulson, BMI boss. Shortly after Kev went down to the pitch to get ready for his match, one of the other guys who was weighing in saw the post on the WhatsApp chat of him holding his BMI poster and made a remark of, really? It doesn't seem like he's been with us that long. And that just goes to show and prove how much Kev has done in his time with us. It's not that he's raced to the finish line and bursted himself along in a sprint, but he has achieved so many personal accolades in such a short space of time, so many milestones hit, so many awards given at the end of the awards night. He's front and centre, one of our main leaders, and this guy just seems to breed success. Whoever's around him, the blue team last season around him, just every single person on that team did phenomenally well. The orange team this season doing phenomenally well. This guy just seems to be magic in Man vs. Fat, and we're super, super glad, lucky to have him. 3 guys currently joint top of the Golden Boot race. Well done to those 3. We move on to the results. So for the Blues, we've got Vinder Blues 5, the Flying Dutchman 28, massive pitch return. They went for 3 guys as their scales champion of the week. Kev, Chizzy, Brian. How could you choose between the 3 of them? Their milestones and their BMI bosses made a 19-1 scale scoreline. We've seen a couple of times, I think Yellows in season 3 a couple of times topped, and I think Porky Blinders as well, 20 scale scores, but very rarely. 19 is huge. Well done to them. You got Scranra versus Thinner to win it. Max hitting his 10% with a great loss, helping them out on the scales victory there. Thinner to win it, 6 goals picked up. Well done to someone like Gareth, who's still with us, 1.4 kilos lost. Again, just another guy. There are so many guys here. You know, we've got 89 guys in this league, and you've got maybe 20, 25 of these guys that are well known front and centre, sharing their story loud and proud every week. You've got 60 guys behind the scenes, quietly, not shouting about it, not sharing it, don't feel comfortable enough to discuss it in public yet, but are quietly achieving brilliant things that maybe only they and their teammates know. Gareth is one of them, 1.4 kilos shifted, a fantastic start to his journey and such a lovely bloke. You got Dan Kerwin there, Scales Champion of the Week, very close to his first milestone, very, very close. Unbelievable return from him. The best advert for Man vs. Fat coming in the next fixture. Incredible Bulks beat Marco Banfastin 4-2 on the pitch. They had all 11 of the guys turn up, they clicked on the pitch. Some fantastic football being played. Our ref, Clayton, said it was the best Man vs. Fat match he's ever seen on that pitch. I'm absolutely gutted to have missed it. I'm sure it was, between 2 fantastic teams. But they lost on the scales. 11-6, the Whites turned it around, and they picked up a 16-14 overall victory over the over the Greens. Helped massively and singularly by that Kyle Lewis 10% milestone. Without Kyle's milestone and the 3-goal bonus, Greens would have beaten 14-13. It would have been a bulk victory. Those 3 goals turned a loss into a victory and proves exactly why those markers, those milestones, those thresholds are so important. They make so much difference. White turned it around. A loss became an overall victory because of the scales. Perfect advert for Man vs. Fat. Final fixture of the evening. Fatistuta again. Another advert for Man vs. Fat. They lost 3-4 on the pitch in a fantastic game in which Matt Evans in goals for the Yellows put on an absolute masterclass. The pitch score probably, on just from what I saw towards the last 10 minutes of the game, probably should have been more in favour of the Purples, but a couple of the Yellows. Aaron Day was fantastic. Brad out there was brilliant. Andrew Hayward ran his socks off. But Matt Evans in goal was unbeatable. Go-go gadget, bionic limbs, just sprawling everywhere, saving everything. But it did not stop the Purples picking up the overall victory. 9-1. 9-1 on the scales from some big losses from the likes of Joel. Lots of hat-tricks, tracked really well. A brilliant turnaround. So 2 results there this week. Turned around on the scales into overall victories from teams that lost on the pitch. Fantastic. And we finish off with the Rumble. We have 53 guys remaining out of a starting 90 after 4 weeks. We've almost lost half of you with 4 weeks in. 19 eliminated, 11 of you reinstated, activating your second lives. This seems to be a brilliant motivator. It seems to be something that's caused some buzz and some chat every week. I hear it casually mentioned, organically, naturally coming up in conversation all the time. It seems to already have become something symbiotic and symbolic of our league. It's definitely something we're going to continue to do. Two of the things I love. One, last week we had over 10 guys. This week we had over 10 guys get reinstated. That means in the last 2 weeks, over 20 of you have lost weight immediately after gaining, which is exactly what this is here to teach you. Whether or not you would have done that without the Rumble, maybe so. But even if it's helped 5, 6 out of that 20 learn about trying to get straight back on the horse as soon as you fall off it, fantastic. That's the whole point. The second thing is it seems to have reinvigorated a lot of guys who were quite close to hitting their targets and slowing down with their weight loss. It seems to have given you new wind in your sails to carry on and be the last man standing in the Rumble. Fantastic to see. Food bank wise, amazing return. Thank you to everyone who donated. We had 5 full carrier bags of lovely stuff filling our shelves in Pure Football. We will be open and transparent with you guys. We will share what we've got and where it's going to go. Thank you to Callum Jones, our Orange Frying Dutchman team rep on our events team. His brainchild, his idea. He's the lead with this. He created this. It wouldn't exist without him. Massive, massive thank you, Callum. Thank you to Pure Football and Carl for sorting out our storage space and some links with local community food banks. Yeah, just brilliant. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to the leaders. Thank you to Clayton for stepping in as our referee. Lovely to see him back involved after that horrific injury. Lovely to still see you every Tuesday, my man. Yeah, and that's it, boys. I hope you have a phenomenal week. Like I always say, reach out, talk to your teams, keep chatting. Those team chats are your lifeblood. They're your support network. A happy, buzzing, proactive team chat, constantly talking, sharing, being honest with each other, does wonders. It does far, far more for your own weight loss and the team's success than a quiet team chat. Keep it going, keep it buzzing, keep it talking. Love you all, and we'll see you next week.